Welcome to Backstage, and for the very first time, we are actually in a fire hall. This is station number 4, Osborne and Stradbroke, and I have with me right now the Chief Reid Douglas, and wow, well, welcome to Backstage, and thank you first and foremost to being very, very instrumental in getting our national show, Cooking with Fire, which is behind us, currently being taped.
It's my pleasure, Tracy, and welcome.
Oh, yes.
This is a great opportunity to show our culinary expertise that everybody historically has always had this fantasy about fire hall cooking, and now you're going to get the opportunity to see it firsthand.
So this is interesting because fire halls across Canada were petitioned to solicit their best chefs, and I never thought firemen could be good cooks, but apparently they can.
Well, it goes back a long way. Our department is 131 years old. And at different times in the past, of course, there was different shift patterns, and people would spend long periods of time in the station. Some would spend 24 hours, and I know there was people talked about long Sundays and different shift patterns, and so they would have to eat, obviously. And back in the day, there wasn't a lot of grocery stores around, except, you know, maybe corner grocery stores. So the guys would bring in, and they would cook for themselves. And then it became a competition between stations, you know, who was the best cook on the department. And you know, firemen are great for telling stories and sometimes maybe exaggerating about their cooking a little bit, but do you know what? It's not true. They're great cooks. And
are you a cook?
I am.
And what's your specialty?
My specialty is anything. I can cook anything.
That's fair enough. Well, right now we have our Vancouver crew from Shaw TV working on this show, and Cooking with Fire will be coming up in the fall in October, and you have to watch because we have a big Winnipeg representation. In this fire hall we've got Chris and Scott cooking up something.
Yes we do.
And we have 3 other stations that are involved.
Yes we do.
So, yeah, I guess, Chief, why did you feel this was an okay project to get behind and showcase for the firemen?
I think this is a great thing for the firefighters. It brings camaraderie in, it brings that sense of competition, it brings that sense of camaraderie across the country and that little sense of competition that we have. Firefighting is very different sometimes in different cities, but mostly similar. And in my experience, having been a chief in 2 other departments as well as this one, you find that although the names may be differently, the culture is the same, and the fellas like to cook, they like to eat, but you'll find that the eating is getting much more healthy now.
Ah, yes.
Back in the days that I started on the department, it was mashed potatoes and gravy and roast beef, and you'll see some pretty inventive and ingenious ways of cooking some pretty healthy food now.
So are you scared you might lose some of these guys to the Food Network?
Well, we'll see.
Well,
we might lose our guys. I don't know if we'll lose any guys from the other cities, but we may lose some Winnipeg guys.
Oh, well, good luck to everybody. And again, tune in the fall to Cooking with Fire. And thank you once again, Chief Douglas, for giving us this opportunity. And this is a really cool fire hall.
It's my pleasure, Tracy. Thank you.
For Backstage, I'm Tracy Koga.